So this is our basic block diagram. We take the input from the Gmail, then we connect it to the logic part, which is the basic LLM. The LLM is connected to OpenAI chat model, which is the brain of the setup. Then we give the output of basic LLM to the email field setup. And finally, the output node is the SMTP sending email. The prerequisites for this is you need to have an OpenAI API key and Gmail app password. To get the OpenAI API, we have to go to the platform.openai.com. On the left sidebar, you go towards the API keys and click over it. And then you have to create a new secret key. Once you click on it, you just give any name, maybe the name of your project. I am assigning here the name test and create the secret key. You will get the key for Open API, and just you can copy this key for later use. Now we will see how to create the IMAP password. Head over to google.com. You need to enable two-factor authentication. I am using my phone here for the same purpose, and I am scanning the barcode to enable two-factor authentication. Follow the instructions which is given on your phone. You have to first connect it through the Bluetooth, and once it is connected, it will authenticate and take you to the page where it can generate the app password for you. In the app password, just give any app name. For instance, you can use the name as test here as well and click on create. Then it will give you the app password. Copy this password and save it for later use. Now before going to the full workflow, let's go to the credentials part. In credentials part, you have to save all those copied API key and the IMAP passwords. Let's say in here API key for OpenAI, you have to paste it here, and you will see a green column above. That means it's done properly. Close this. Then you have to save IMAP password. First give your user email ID from which you are getting the IMAP password. Paste the password here. Give host as imap.gmail.com, port as 993, and then close this. So once you give all the values for IMAP, then we have to assign the values for SMTP in the same way. Give your username. The password is the same for IMAP and SMTP, and note the port number here. Then you can go to workflows and start creating the workflow. But before creating the workflow, let's discuss all the nodes. So our first node is the IMAP node, which will take the inputs from the Gmail, and here you have to give certain inputs like the credentials to use. These are the inputs which we defined in the credentials part. So we select the same IMAP account, then give the mailbox name as inbox, the action to be done as mark as read after reading the mail, format is simple, and the condition is unseen, and subject, the word it should look for is itinerary, because we are using this logic to check the subject as itinerary. And if in the body field of the mail, if there is a name of a place, then our agent should perform the logic of making an itinerary plan along with OpenAI. Now if we open the agent, we have to give all these values as follows. Use the define below, and then take the prompt as the value from the mail, and then assign type name as system. And in the here the message part is actually the main logic part, your command part which you want this agent to perform. Here I am using the command such as check the mail body, and if it gives any name of the place, then plan an itinerary accordingly and draft the email. So the next node, OpenAI chat model, we select which chat model we are gonna use here. I'm selecting here GPT-4, and you can close this after you select the appropriate model. Go back to canvas. Now once basic LLM is done, you have to go to the setup node. If you double click on this setup node, here you have to select the mode as manual mapping, and you have to configure some fields such as from, subject and text of the email body. These values it should get from the previous nodes. So the from the sender, and the subject what was there on the subject line, and the text from the output of the chat model. Once it puts all the values in the proper fields, then we can pass these values to the last node, which is the sending email node. Here is we have to define this as an SMTP account and the operation to be performed as send. Here you can give your email ID and to email, which was the receiver's email, which we took it from the IMAP. The subject part and the text part, which we took it from the our drafted email node. Go back to canvas, and this is our setup is ready, and these are basic blocks. So now let's start and create it from scratch. Let's go to the dashboard, n8n dashboard, and then click on create workflow. First node we will select as IMAP trigger node. Search for it in the search box, click on it, then go back to canvas, position it properly on the dashboard. Then the second node is our basic LLM node. You can search it in the search bar, click on it, and then go back to canvas. Then on the plus sign you can search for OpenAI chat model, click over it, again go back to canvas, and then you have to search for setup node, edit fields, which we are using here for as a drafting email node, and the last one is the sending email node. Just click on it and select send an email for SMTP. Close it. This is our setup. Now all the values I am giving you as a template, JSON template. In the description of this video you will find a link to Google Drive, from where you can download the JSON template and you can use it in your projects as well for learning, for practice. Here the custom email rules we have set. As you know, it should be the unseen as well as the subject should have itinerary. Go back to canvas. Now to test this setup, our first node is the IMAP node, and here I am putting in all the values, double checking it, all the values are correctly defined. All this information is already entered into the template which I am giving you from the description. You can click on the link and download that template for your use. So double check all the fields so that they are configured properly. From subject to, go back to canvas, and the final node, sending email node, which is the SMTP account. Operation as send, from email, to email, and the subject line. So everything is set correctly. Now to test this, I need to send myself a test email with the subject as itinerary and the name of the place in the body part of the email. So let's try it out. Here I am putting the subject as well, just dummy name or mock setup name as Germany, and then I'll send myself an email and go back to the dashboard to see the workflow. When we click execute workflow, you see it started checking inputs for the mail. It received the mail, so it goes to the next step, and finally it's sending the mail. So it shows workflow executed successfully. We can double check in our mail. I have received the mail, well drafted mail with the complete itinerary plan of the place which I have inputted in my email. So that's it. If you find this tutorial has added any value to your learning, then please subscribe. I'll be posting more videos on n8n, and thank you for watching this video. Thank you for spending your time.